Hello, what's up everyone? Welcome to the Road to Glory on Minority Trades. This is Lalo here. On this episode, we're going to be reviewing the trades for the week of December 23rd to December 27th. Now, I'm beginning the week with my account balance at $404, which sucks because that's not where I would want to be beginning with a small account. So, I'm already 1 month in, and I don't seem to be making any progress as far as my um, account balance. But you have to think about it like right now at the beginning you're building up your knowledge bank, and that's what's more important because it doesn't do you any good to start winning at the beginning and not build up your knowledge, and then later on when let's say the markets change, then you begin to lose and you blow up your account. I'm talking as a point of view from a beginner trader. So at this point I've already accepted the fact that all beginner traders lose, and you just have to learn from your losses, and this is gonna make you a better trader in the long run. And that's how I'm seeing it right now. I'm just building up my knowledge, so this is allowing me to take losses a little more comfortable. Obviously I'm not trying to lose, but if I'm gonna take a loss, I'm gonna make sure it's a good loss. One where I had a good risk reward ratio, I had a good setup, um, I respected my risk, and things like that. I'm gonna make sure that my losses aren't just losses where I'm just blindly jumping into a random stock that's running. So let's go ahead and review the first trade for this week. On December 23rd, I took a loss on MBOT. $11 loss, not a big loss. Let's go ahead and look at the chart. So, alright, MBOT on this day was one of the top percent gainers. It had news. So the news read that it unveils the world's first fully disposable robotic system for endovascular procedures. I have no idea what that means. To be honest, I hardly ever even read the news that most of these stocks come out with, because I'm a technical trader. I'm just looking to get in and out based on these technical analysis. So I just look for these technical points like the height they break, or when they break support, or when they hold support, and things like that. The only thing that the news does is that it gets more people interested in it, so it attracts more buyers and more sellers, and that's pretty much what builds most of these patterns. Is the more volume, the better. Especially when it's a low float stock. This stock MBOT had a float of 3 million. So I wanted to play the afternoon because I had missed the morning on this one. So I was looking at it around this point. I wanted to see it break the high a day. I seen it break right here, but I didn't buy. I wanted to see if it held. Once I saw a double bottom right here, I got in around this area when it started trading a little more above the previous high a day, which was 975, and I had set this at my risk because I saw a double bottom right here. And then sure enough, it just went down afterwards, and I got out around this area. My entry point was $9.79. So yeah, I got in around here, and my exit was 9.48. So somewhere around this area I got out. And so what I did wrong right here is I had already set a rule for me that if I trade the afternoon, I'm not gonna trade anywhere between 8 and 11, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. And look at the time that I bought right here. I bought at 10:30. Had I have respected my rule, I could have got in somewhere around here, maybe held overnight, and then just sell after hours. The next day it gapped up and ran big from $10 to $20. That's $10. My position size on this trade was 40 shares, so I could have easily made about $400 if I would have held overnight and sold into the morning spike. But who knows? I don't think I would have even held that long. I would have probably got out, like I said, after hours for a little $2-3 profit. But yeah, that's one rule I learned. I'm learning to follow. Don't trade between 8 and 11 a.m. And you'll find yourself making rules for yourself, and then you don't even follow them, and eventually over time, you'll get tired of losing because you didn't follow your rules, and eventually you'll stop doing what you're doing wrong. So let's go ahead and move on with the next trade. Sava, big loss right here, $52 loss. Let me pull up the chart. It was on December 26th. Right here. Was it right here? Yeah, here we go. So, that was on this day right here. I was looking for the breakout. So the day before, I had already had this on my watch list where I was gonna look to buy the break over $4.95. Now the problem was, I traded this from my phone. When I was in my truck, I was working at the time, and see that's a big mistake I did right there, because I'm not nowhere near that level where I can trade from anywhere. The beauty of trading stocks is that you can trade it from anywhere around the world, as long as you have a laptop and some Wi-Fi. Now, I feel like to get to that point, you need to have a lot of years of experience and an experience building a small account. So that was, I think, my biggest mistake, is that I'm thinking to myself, okay, I don't want to miss the morning because that's where the most opportunity is, and I'm thinking to myself, like, if I miss it, I'm gonna miss out on opportunities. But you have to keep in mind that the market is always gonna be there, regardless if you trade or not. The market is always gonna be there. There's always gonna be opportunity, and there's not gonna be one single day or one trade that's gonna change your account forever. Like, you need to just slow it down. If you're busy that day and you can't trade, just let it go. Don't trade that day. Wait for yourself to have an open schedule to trade. So let's jump into the trade. So I was looking for the break over 495, and I got in on this candle. As soon as it broke it, like, I immediately got in, and I didn't take in consideration that it might double top. Let me wait for the confirmation, maybe let it break over 5, and then hold support at the breakout level. That would have been a much better trade. And I mean, look at this thing. It ran for multiple days from where I had bought. It actually ran from 247, but let's say I would have held instead. for a couple of days, I would have banked on it, but that's not a good strategy. You know, hold and hope is not a good strategy. I wouldn't recommend that because you never know if it comes back or not. Most of them don't come back. There's only a few that do these big moves that just keep running. But so yeah, this week ended in a loss. I lost $64 this week, and I'm currently down. At my account balance is at $341. So I'm still losing, still a losing trader. Still learning from my losses. I need to learn discipline and how to respect my rules. And yeah, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Again, if you liked the video, give me a like and subscribe, please. I need to pay my rent.